Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, this is all the playbook. Bringing you a Week 2 NFL matchup between the St. Louis Rams and the Oakland Raiders. Now you look at the Rams coming into this matchup. Bradford looked outstanding, but he does have room for improvement. You got to protect the football, Bradford. You can't make those timely interceptions to help get your offense effectively off the field. So you have to make sure you protect the football, number one. Two, the passing game has to continue to mature. Clayton played well last week. He had a few drops, but hey, you know, he had 10 catches over 100 yards. So that's going to be great for Bradford. Now Bradford has to develop a number 2 target and a number 3 target. So look for Marty Gilliard to come in and make some big plays in his passing game. That's going to help the Raiders. That's going to help you out against the aggressive style defense that the Raiders like to bring. You have to find multiple targets. And also, you saw the Raiders last week were able to give up a lot of yards in the run game. Yes, that's Chris Johnson, but you also have your own talented, great NFL running back in Steven Jackson. Feed him the rock, shrink the game, neutralize that pressure by running right at it. Now, defensively, the Raiders are still weak on the offensive line. That pressure, Chris Long should have a big day against his dad's former team, so he has to make sure he's relentless in his pass rush, as he was against Arizona. And that has to keep up. They have to maintain that defensive intensity that they had against Arizona. That's going to help you out against this Raiders offensive line, because if you allow the Raiders to pass protect, they have the quarterback now to hit plays deep down the field, so you have to make sure you get pressure on Campbell. Don't allow yourself to be a detriment defensively. Special teams wise, don't allow the Raiders to cross the 40-yard line, because once they get into that field goal range, that's Janikowski. He's good from 60 on in. So you have to make sure you win on first down. Keep the Raiders backed up in field position. Force them to prove that they have a talented offense to move the football down the field. Now for Oakland, last week what went unnoticed was the fact that McFadden had a great game. He had a lot of yards rushing. He also had a healthy yards per carry average and also helped you out in the backfield. You have to continue to get McFadden. You have to continue to be multiple in that offense and keep getting McFadden the football. That's going to neutralize that pressure on Campbell on from that offensive line. That offensive line has to play better. You can't allow your quarterback to get beat up like that, especially on the first couple of plays of the game. That is going to cause you to lose week in, week out. So your offensive line has to make sure they come in right away and play with a mean streak, play with aggressiveness, fire off the football, keep Chris Long and company at bay. That's going to help Campbell stay up in the pocket and be able to find your targets in Zach Miller, Hayward Bay and company, Lewis Murphy. So protect up front. That's number one. Defensively, now you look at the defense of the Raiders. The Raiders are aggressive. They caused a sack fumble against Vince Young, but what happened is that Chris Johnson was able to get a crease and was gone. Good thing about it, Steven Jackson doesn't have that breakaway speed, so you really have to play interior. So that's going to be big to see how Rolando McClain steps up this week and neutralizes that run defense. So it's up to those 2 D tackles and Henderson and Seymour. You look at the defensive ends in Houston and company. These guys can get after the quarterback. You do have a solid front 4. You have a solid front 7 actually. So it's up to you guys to play more aggressive this week. You're going against a rookie. That's where your keys to victory are. Frustrate the time for the rookie. Special teams wise, keep the Rams backed up. The Rams are a young offense. Force the Rams to drop the length of the field. You should have some success. I'm going with the Raiders in this matchup. The Raiders are going to win this football game on defense. That defense is going to frustrate the rookie. They're going to get after him. They're going to cause some problems in their passing game. They're going to force him to read that defense and get the football in his hands quickly, which is why I'm going with Oakland. Although, if the Rams are able to get the same amount of pressure they was able to get on Derek Anderson, this could go either way. The Rams could win this football game because that D-line is going to look ferocious this year, especially with Chris Long getting it going every game, every week, playing with that high motor that he has. But I still think the Raiders are going to win this football game in a close one. For more football coverage from the NFL, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.